What's up, guys? I hope you all had a nice wildcard weekend. I personally sold 31 rookie cards over the weekend on StarStock, netting a few $100s in my account. So in this video, I want to recap what we learned from the weekend of NFL and StarStock action, look at the biggest football card sales on eBay, as one QB had a card sell for just over $14,000 on Sunday, with over 20 individual sales sell for over $2,500 each. And by the end of this video, we'll preview the upcoming divisional round with the very important question in mind. Are there any players left in the playoffs that still have underpriced rookie cards? And we'll talk about what my strategy is right now. So let's dig in. Buffalo gets their first playoff win since 1995, just barely. Rivers made plenty of great throws on Saturday, but he failed to execute in the game's biggest moments, overthrowing Michael Pittman Jr. by inches on a 4th and goal late in the second quarter when they had a 10-7 lead. This led to Josh Allen marching down the field for a 96-yard drive and a touchdown to close the first half. Josh Allen had another all-star performance in this game when it mattered most, connecting on huge throws with Stephon Diggs and Gabriel Davis late in the game, and the Bills defense got the final stop after faltering on back-to-back Colts touchdown drives in the fourth quarter. Now, I was making small Jonathan Taylor, Zach Moss, and Michael Pittman rookie card sales on StarStock leading up to this game. Then my biggest sale of the day came from the Stephon Diggs StarStock A I bought at the end of October for $16.50. And looking at his Prism sales chart, it's at all-time highs. When looking at Josh Allen's sales over the weekend, he had 23 eBay sales that were each over $2,500. Almost all of them were graded 9 to 10 with some sick rookie patch autos. Very rare cards are being bought for some serious money. You could buy a used car or take a vacation to Hawaii for how much some of these sold. But I love to see this kind of money being invested in the football card market. For comparison, the largest Stephon Diggs sale on Saturday was this raw National Treasures RPA out of 49 for $299, and this raw Immaculate RPA out of 99 for the same price Sunday. Looking at some of the other high-end Diggs sales from the weekend, and early this week, you can get some beautiful cards for that $100 price range. And his base Prism PSA 10 is selling for roughly $200 right now. Whoops, I screwed up, guys. My StarStock sales could have been a lot better on Saturday, but I had forgot to list dozens of Gabriel Davis rookie cards, base Donruss Canvas, and Mosaics that I bought in early December for very cheap. It's okay though. I expect demand to continue rising for this card come this weekend when they play Baltimore Saturday night, a game likely to turn into a shootout for sure. The Rams win in Seattle, the first home playoff defeat in the Pete Carroll era, with the LA defense holding Russell Wilson, a QB favored for the MVP back in October, to just 174 passing yards and 40.7 completion rate that tied the second lowest mark of his career, including an ugly pick six. Jalen Ramsey, the all-pro corner on LA, largely neutralized DK Metcalf, and the LA D-line punished Wilson by sacking him 5 times and pressured him on almost 50% of his dropbacks. And they continue to put pressure on Wilson even after Aaron Donald was forced out with a rib injury in the third quarter. Needless to say, Seattle fired their offensive coordinator Schottenheimer after this game. By the way, Aaron Donald appears as of Monday he will play through torn rib cartilage this upcoming weekend in Green Bay. I had a couple DK Metcalf sales on Saturday, which was nice, and looking at Russell Wilson's base top sales chart, you can see they peaked in early October and now again this past weekend, but I imagine the prices will start to fall on Wilson and DK over the next few months, presenting some nice buying opportunities to get ready for next season. You know, Cam Akers on the other side had himself a really nice day again on the ground, and his rookie cards are at all-time highs. I am not personally investing in any of his right now because by looking at the chart, they're definitely peaked, meaning not a good time to buy, Now is really the time to sell Akers if you bought them back in early December. It's going to be interesting because Green Bay will be missing their all-pro tackle Bakhtiari, and all-pro Los Angeles corner Jalen Ramsey will be matched up against all-pro wideout Devontae Adams, and we have no clue who's going to be starting at QB for LA, but Cooper Kupp is likely out with an MCL sprain, so there'll be certainly more of a focus on Robert Woods, one of my favorite players on LA because he's always been Mr. Consistent, and he had another nice touchdown grab in this game, and his cards are on the rise with 6 sales of Prism StarStock A's for $6 on Saturday. Still very cheap. I expect him to continue rising into this weekend. Mr. Tom Brady was sharp in his 42nd career playoff game and first without Bill Belichick, throwing for 381 yards and 2 touchdowns in a 31-23 win over Washington. A well-protected Brady, including Gronk blocking like a beast, is attacking defenses at all levels with our plethora of weapons in Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown, which is simply too much for opposing secondaries to cover. I love this very flattering tweet comparing Tom Brady at 43 to George Blanda at 43, the oldest players to throw touchdowns in the playoffs. And this hilarious tweet from Tom Brady's page of the History Channel matchup coming this weekend. Tom Brady had several rookie cards sell over the weekend for more than $10,000. Specifically, this SP Authentic for $16,000 Saturday, and these two 2000 Bowman Chrome PSA 10s. These are definitely peaking in value right now and will continue to climb, right? However, the game Saturday still remained close up to the final minutes. It had me sweating, guys. If you watch my instant reaction, you could tell, which tells you everything you need to know about the performance of Taylor Heinicke. The backup QB jumped in like Superman, literally. Well, not quite. I mean, he did jack up his shoulder from this play, but this dude is tough and delivered a gritty performance, making plays with his arms and legs. Terry McLaurin said Sunday he'll take Heinicke any day of the week, saying that dude plays with no fear. You know, somebody made a boatload of money on Heinicke rookie cards too, because if you grabbed them last week before the game, after week 17 finished up, as you can imagine with our current market, his rookie cards took off during the game. And he ended up having over 200 sales through eBay over the weekend, ranging from $100 to $1,000 for really rare ones. We're not even sure if this guy is going to start in 2021, but he definitely gave Ron Rivera something to think about at the game's most important position. Moving on to Lamar and the Ravens. They got their revenge on Tennessee Sunday with a 20-13 win. At one point, the Ravens trailed 10-3 as Lamar Jackson dropped back, found no one open, and darted through the trenches and found space. 5 Titan defenders were in pursuit of Jackson from every angle, but that didn't matter. The 2019 MVP was simply too fast for any of them. And speaking of rushing, Derrick Henry, the unstoppable force during the regular season, was held to just 40 yards on Sunday. Tannehill threw an INT late in the game that doomed Tennessee in the final minutes. It was a frustrating loss for Tennessee because their defense did put up a strong effort overall. Their offense could just not find a groove at any point. But this is why we sell on the hype, guys, in the card market. And Derrick Henry was all hype on Sunday, which led to a bushel of nice little Derrick Henry sells on his base Donruss. The biggest Lamar sale from eBay on Sunday was this lot of his base Prism PSA 10, 5 of them for just over $5,000. This sweet Contenders rookie ticket auto, 1 out of 8 stub variation for $3,650. And check out this select light blue Prism numbered out of 99 PSA 10 for $1,500. And this Prism stained glass PSA 10 for $1,300. J.K. Dobbins had another good game here, and looking at his StarStock base Donruss chart, his rookie cards are at all-time highs as well, close to $10 for a base Donruss StarStock A. I expect these to keep climbing into the divisional round this coming weekend, presenting very good selling opportunities. The Saints steamrolled right over the Bears on Sunday, guys, but leave me a comment if you watched the Nickelodeon broadcast of the game. I heard it was much more fun and entertaining than the CBS broadcast, and Mitch Trubisky did get the Nickelodeon Most Valuable Player award for his touchdown in the last final seconds to Jimmy Graham. It's just too bad he couldn't get anything going all game until the last, few seconds of the game. Honestly, I hope Nickelodeon does more NFL coverage because it's a game after all, and it's supposed to be fun. And this person definitely had fun on Sunday, spending roughly $1,500 for a 2001 Topps Chrome BGS 8.5 Drew Brees rookie card, the highest Drew Brees card sale on Sunday. And then someone bought this SP Authentic Gold BGS 9.5 on Monday for $2,500. And the last but certainly not least game from the wild card weekend was the Browns winning in Pittsburgh. It's a game that will haunt Steelers fans for a long time. Nearly everything was bad on the Pittsburgh side, but the worst, guys, was Marcus Pouncey's errant snap in the opening seconds of the game that gave Cleveland the quick lead. Then Cleveland would go on to score 28 points in the first quarter alone. Big Ben threw 4 interceptions in this game. Mike Tomlin had poor decision making, particularly on a 4th down, that all led to by far the single biggest win for the Browns since the franchise reboot in 1999. I mean, to go on the road to Pittsburgh, of all places, with your head coach watching from his basement and lay a 48-37 pounding on a Steelers team that went 11-0 and that has tormented the Browns for decades. I mean, you've got to credit the entire Browns team here. And check out some of these Baker Mayfield eBay sales from Sunday. The biggest being this 1-of-1 encased BGS 9.5 quad rookie mem card for $2,000. This Contenders Optic Hollow Auto PSA 10 for $2,000. And check out this Josh Allen Baker Mayfield National Treasures Dual Auto 2 out of 10 sold for $2K today. Baker Prism sales lit up Sunday and Monday with about 14 of them on StarStock. And looking at the chart, the prices are still trying to get back up to those week 1 hype levels. And I personally just bought this PSA 9 Select for $50 on here. The Select still seems to be underpriced compared to the Optic and Prism, so I'll gladly take it. I mean, I also made an offer on this PSA 9 Select Silver for $100. I'd love to get this at that price too if the owner happens to be watching this.
Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
I also had some decent Nick Chubb sales on StarStock. And when putting this video together, guys, I look at his Prism page on here and notice some pretty serious price variances between the different grades, including this SGC 9 for $19. The lowest listing I can find for this card on eBay is $50. And the recent sales are all higher, and the SGC 10 on StarStock for $40. So I bought the SGC 9 outright for $19, and I put in an offer on this SGC 10 for $35. Now, if you take anything away from the investing and flipping research I do here on this channel, that if you don't take advantage of these glaring price variances between grades and sets on StarStock of players that have already put in the merit on the field, then you want to buy in early on these guys in order to make a good profit. You don't want to wait until they've had the good game and buy, because 9 times out of 10, that's going to be too late. And you'll end up paying a premium that has that newly revealed merit baked into that cost. And because we have such a consolidated focus and panel of players left in the playoffs, I mean, we're down to just 8 teams right now, and after this weekend, it'll be 4 teams. I feel it's time that for most of our primary investment dollars and related purchases start to be focused around guys that'll be relevant in the upcoming draft in April and August, September 2021. So use this knowledge to your advantage, guys, and start thinking ahead of the masses. Guys, next time on The Quest, more mail to open. I got packages and envelopes right here from eBay. I got this box from my boy Carter, and we're going to be opening it all. More players to discuss, more strategy, and as always, more fun. Go Bucks. Hope to see you guys in that next video. Peace.